day, okay? Because it does sometimes bring my mood down. But I'm not saying he is a scammer, but it is the internet. I've always said, if you want to gift, to Palestine, always go by a registered charity to make sure it's going to them.
Yeah, I heard you saying that, Angie.
That is why I kicked him. Okay, so Unicorn, you're his mod, and so were you, Colette, that you've got in his box. And you might say, well, I'm not his mod now, but at that time, you were his mod. I played those videos, I showed that video on here, and also that when he came on TikTok and said I'd essayed him, right, because he didn't want me to play those show those videos. Well, I wasn't going to show them, but, tell people of the videos that he'd sent to me. He blackmailed me. And you knew that, Unicorn, which is also a crime. So that's what you support. So do you support Unicorn, people lying about SA? Do you support that? It's disgusting.
Well, she also supported
about the Palestine making it about a big hoo-ha when it didn't come out of my mouth after the things that you support. So everyone that supports Unicorn, you are enablers. Just like she has said about me, you enable her behavior.
She supported EQ up until what, like 3 weeks ago? Because EQ called her like a pedlo.
Yeah, she supports EQ, right? As she has done. And so does Torian and Paigey Baby. There is a video, I forgot the name of the person, but she just showed the comment of them. Hi EQ, watching them. Hi EQ, gifting EQ. When she has said about tea to a Muslim guy. So there you go. Don't talk about, you cannot ever use your platform and out anybody, Unicorn. And that's the same with you, Paigey Baby and Torian, because I assume you don't really give a shit about racism, because if you did, you wouldn't be in EQ's live platform saying, do you miss me, EQ? And then gifting her. Okay, they are doing it. Open your eyes, guys. Racism is never okay. Don't get me wrong. It's not okay. It's never, ever, ever okay. Okay, but, right, I'm not talking about for the rest of their group. Paigey Baby, I don't know so much about Paigey Baby, but Torian is doing it for the clout. She doesn't give a shit. I don't feel she's affected, but it's not okay, don't get me wrong. But I don't think she's affected by what somebody said there on my phone, because if she was, she would be affected by what EQ said, because she said worse. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and have you ever thought about touching grass?
Have
you ever thought about touching grass?
No. Torian said she was trolling EQ today, but that's just to back herself. Yeah, no, that's to back herself. She gifted EQ. So if you're trolling her, why would you sit there watching her and then gift her? You gifted. So stop lying, Torian. Stop lying, okay? You don't care about the racism because you support her.
Yeah, no, because EQ even said, oh, we work stuff out. How do you work it out when you called her a racist? How do you then become friends?
No, that is not trolling. No, exactly. So there you go. And Unicorn, you're the worst of the worst. You make me sick. Oh shit, I might get bananaed. I don't care, but you do. You make me sick because you supported a man, right? That was blackmailing me, and I went live with that. And you saw my live. You was in the comments of me playing the videos. I couldn't play private calls, obviously, or send or put up messages, but I played what I had, what I could have, of him making it up on TikTok, where he went live, said I essayed him, and then went live, I think the same day, and said he made it up. So there you go, which is a lot worse. Like she's a probable or something. Do you know what I mean? So there you go, guys. Always come with receipts. She's a wrong'un, Unicorn. You are wrong'un because you supported a man that made an accusation against me. Can you imagine if it's the other way around, guys? Right?
Yeah,
I made an accusation against
if it was you.
Yeah.
Everyone would go mental.
There'll be a big outcry. But how come it's okay for him to say that to me? He was even saying things like, I'm going to go to the police about it. Who do you think they're going to believe, Angie? I'm a male. I have mental health.
Oh my God.
It's disgusting, the things that he was saying. He was threatening me big time. And I can't play the video, phone calls, but he was. And he was sending me voice notes and then he would delete it, so I couldn't play it. I would never play it on here because I wasn't allowed to do that. But I was recording them, all the voice notes I've got of them, threatening me, blackmailing me. You called that Unicorn.
You're so lovely.
Yeah. And to do the Hitler sign, I don't care whether it's in your house or not. That's disgusting.
It's un-Jewish.
How many people, not that I want to really go into this, a debate about this, they were unalived. We're talking about Russians, we're talking about Jews, we're talking about the traveling community, right? Yes, and you support that. Wow. Who's the racist, Unicorn? So go and ask Unicorn, guys, why does she support, why was she a mod for him at that time? And if she denies it, I will bring evidence that she was in his box at the time of that photo and all the time about the essay that she was his mod, and I will prove that. So she can't lie.
It's bad.
I've already shown it, Ruby. I've already shown it. Of course she's gone off. Of course she's gone off. They don't sit there calling me racist after what you allow. You know what I mean? You're racist against many communities, and you know what I mean? And I don't care what you know, like I said, if it's in your house or outside your house, why would you do that sign? Do you know what I mean? That's a sign of saying you actually respect this person. Jay did nothing at all. They're reaching real bad. Listen, I didn't even do anything apart from not just kick the woman out straight away. But like I said, I didn't want to put attention to it. What was Jay meant to have done? I don't know. Listen, Jay, it was meant to be a speed date, and Jay did come out because she probably thought, oh, God, here we go. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's meant to be a laugh, and this guy's come in to talk about his story, which is fair enough, but he could be bloody just he could be a scammer, man. You don't know. The stories are horrendous. It used to worry me. Thank you. Will you play the Kamikaze again? I missed it. Kamikaze one. Oh, that he was going on about Jay and the yeah, what about Cassandra? Have any of them gone in on Cassandra? Because she was the one that said it. No, the reason why they've gone on me, right, is because of their dislike for me. Simple as. Top Girl, get in this box. I want to show you something. Right? I want to show you something about that unicorn. And when I find that video of what Rixa did lie when you were his mod and you supported him, lying about I'd essayed him, right? I will find that video. Harley fucked up big time again. I hope Jay don't accept the apology. Well,
Can you kick me out?
Everyone jumped in the box. MT supporting Jay. Who had my back? Did anyone jump in the box saying Angie didn't say anything? Well, because I didn't kick the woman out. Didn't do anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? No one, not one person. So, like how I'm going to support anybody else on here? No. MT only jumped in to support Jay. Why am I not allowed to talk? What do you mean, scrumptious? You can. I don't understand. You're muted, that's why. That woman was intoxicated. Cassandra, I think her name was.
Yeah, she's from Northern Ireland, yeah.
I've sent you videos, Angie. You can't control what comes out of people's mouths. Exactly. I didn't say it. It's that simple. I've always said I would never. Do you know what I mean? Never.
You can't, Angie. You can't control what comes out of people's mouths, you know. It's not your problem what comes out of people's mouths.
Come in just talking and wanting to speak about his story and speak about what's going on and speak about Palestine. You'd rather drop him and not listen to him for 5 fucking minutes.
5 minutes? Well, listen to him while people gift him or who could be a scammer, Pagey baby. Because I've had that before twice, actually, when I've called out people, white people, by the way, from this country, right? But there's got GoFundMe that's come on my platform, and I said, no. And I have not allowed it because it's the internet. How do we know he's not a scammer, Pagey baby? But once again, you're twisting it around, trying to make out it's because it's racism, when I've done it to actually white people as well. So make it make sense. You're just twisting it around because you have a dislike for me, but yet you sit there supporting EQ. You know what I mean?
And humble and calm yourself while sitting there shoving your mouth full of spaghetti and red wine.
And, you know, at the end of the day, it was a Friday. You know what I mean? Well, I have drama all week. What am I not? Do I have to always listen to everyone's story? This isn't my platform's not about that. You know, that's not fair on me. Well, I can actually enjoy myself. Give me fucking one day, a Friday. Do you get what I'm saying? Every other day's drama and, you know, and you know, awareness lives and blah, 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 all of this. And I can't have one day. I have to listen to someone's story that could be a scammer. No, I don't think so.
I'll happily listen to her rant on about how she does this and that with her dad and her brother. You're taking the piss. The people in that chat are massively...
But you sat in my box since, Paigey Baby, because you did, and you gifted me.
Massively enablers. They're just not good people. That's why people...
Unicorn is a wrong'un, and it's that simple, because she wants to out me for something like that when it didn't even come out my mouth after who she supports, and laughed and thought it was funny. SA is not funny, Unicorn.
Now when people are continuing to be around certain people, like you're not good people. I'm sorry. I don't care. It's not about holding no one for no accountability. People are allowed to give people a chance or not give people a hard time 24/7.
Yeah, Torian has also battled me after that. Thank you.
When you consistently are encouraging and endorsing a pattern of negative, nasty behaviour, which basically is putting out negative ideologies, which then...
what about when you called Tam a silverback and you thought it was funny? Well, when you've got my face up there comparing me to Hellraiser. I mean, that's bullying, right? But that's okay. What if I'd done that to you? You'd probably say that I'm racist. Do you get what I'm saying?
The people coming from Angie's live, taking pictures of my 5-year-old son, making profiles of it, and then racially abusing me in the comments.
Whoa! What did she say? Me taking? Wait a minute. Let me
find a hard time 24/7. But when you consistently are encouraging
Unicorn was
a pattern of negative, nasty behaviour, which basically is putting out negative ideologies, which then leads to people coming from Angie's live, taking pictures of my...
Oh, so and it's Angie's live. It's my live. And do you have proof, Paigey Baby, that it's come from my life?
Making profiles of it and then racially abusing me in the comments.
Oh, wow.
That's what happens. I don't get that.
But yeah, your comments are vile towards me. Absolutely vile.
His live and have debates. I go into many other people's lives, black or white, and I have many debates about racism, and I come out of many lives where it gets intense, and I don't have people come out heavily racially abusing me and stuff. But when you go into Angie's live, that's what happens, and that's clearly why.
Yeah.
You're having someone like that on yours. Don't bring people like that on your stage to be vulnerable and talk about your feelings to then drop them just because you want to look bad or you get bored. Don't bring them up. Stand on your chest and be...
Don't touch some grass, Paigey Baby. Seriously. Yeah, you're reaching now.
My honest opinion is
wrong'un. You're wrong'un, Unicorn.
I don't know how she can say that about your chat though, because her chat is full of like transphobes, homophobes. So
apparently we're EDL. EDL doesn't even exist.
If you go a day, kick her out, and things like that, which is fine, and that's calling it out. But will they call out Angie for still allowing that person in the box? Probably not. And we can say, but that's not Angie's fault. Angie has no control. Angie has control that when someone says and does something wrong, she can boot them out, right? She is sat for weeks being called a racist enabler, but yet she's still allowing people to be racist.
Racist enabler. You, like I said, you know, what's his name? Hitler? Yeah, you support that, don't you? Exactly. Oh, I can't even listen to her voice. It really goes straight through me. They're unhappy because the whole chat, unless it's on their platforms. Exactly. They want it on their platform. Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. They want it on their platform. Remy is a failed FYP reporter, if that's what you want to call it. Failed. Because she was at 10. Then Miss Red came back. She didn't get the views, Miss Remy. She didn't get the views. Simple as. So she had to do 12. Yeah, that's
in Unicorns. Did you hear on Unicorns they were talking about? They were like, "Oh, Remy is getting dragged through the dirt." Da da da. Like, well, how does she like it? Because you guys do it to Red all the time.
Yeah.
You know, she's doing the same thing that Red does. So of course people are going to talk about her.
Yeah, Unicorn left there crying twice. She's crying, and I can tell you, Unicorn, you'll probably be crying again. Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's see if she's going to explain. I wanted her to explain the Rickster. That's what I want her to explain. Let's have a listen. Give me a sec. Oh, she's only got 78 viewers. Oh.
Well, full on chest. I probably shouldn't use online. Honestly, she didn't.
Oh, I shouldn't know.
Because this is going to be another part of drama.
Oh, you love the drama. Kate said she came back and said she don't want the drama, but she's involved in the drama all the time.
I regret with full chest ever fucking associated with him.
Oh, see there, she's admitted she's associated with him. Why are you crying? What? Because you support him. Why are you crying now? Because he doesn't want you. It's that simple. She's crying. Did you hear that? I regret ever associating with Rickster. Crying eyes out. She wanted him, and he's with Talia. It's that simple. She's not crying because of what he did. Because if that was the case back then, she would not have been his mod with all the things with the Hitler sign and all that he had done. She would not be supporting him. But all of a sudden, she's now crying. She's crying because something else happened. Yeah. So let's make that clear. She's not crying. Yeah. Because she supported a guy that does a Hitler sign, or because he lied about SA, right? She's crying because they fell out. Probably because he's with Talia. Told you she'll be going off crying again. What do you want? A unicorn? What? I don't know. Thank you, Mikey. Mikey, get in the box. Did you see what she was a mod for? She admitted to. Did she say she regrets because of him lying about SA or him doing the Hitler sign? Did she know? No, she didn't. No, she's not crying about that. She asked him for mod. Yes, she did. She asked him to be mod. Now, what I'm saying is with the hypocrisy. Yeah, I should have kicked her out the box, 100%. But like I said, I wanted to just quickly go past that because I didn't want the drama. I didn't want, because it was a Friday. We're doing speed dating. I didn't want the race debate on my platform again because it gets nasty. That's the only reason. Go for Cassandra. She's the one that said it, not me. But what you support is even worse.
That's what I don't understand. Not one of them is looking up that woman.
She's crying probably by sympathy. She does it all the time for sympathy. She does a awareness live, whatever she had on me. So I've defended myself, come back at her. Probably by sympathy. She does it all the time. Hey, Mikey.
Hey, babe, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think.
You see what product is there?
Yeah, I'm shocked because Unicorn begged Rickster to become a mod, and it was at the time when you was going through with him when he was trolling you.
And I've got the video, Mikey, of him going live because he didn't. And I swear on my dad's grave, he was on the phone to me and said, "You tell anyone that I sent you those videos, I'm going to say you SA'd me, and I'll go to the police about it. Who are they going to believe? I'm a male. I have mental health. Yeah, they're going to believe me over you. You get arrested." Right, and he went live with that saying, "Oh, Angie SA'd it." And then I soon just said, I phoned him and said, "I've got it all recorded. Why are you lying, Rickster? Why are you lying like this? This is dangerous. This is disgusting." He goes, "Oh, I know, but you're going to tell everyone about the videos, and I'm with Italia and all this. You're going to ruin my life and all this." Yeah, and then he went back live to say he made it up, which he did. And I think
that what people need to realise, first of all, Rickster's the wrong one, and we all know that. I think Unicorn is trying to get relevant again, where she fell off the app a long time ago when she tried to do Harley Court and stuff like that. Now she's trying to make it again because obviously because what happens is, Ange, you get used. Right, I've known you, Ange, from day one. You get used. People use you. They get a platform. They get all their followers. They build a community, and then they go against you. And then they love you. Then they don't love you. Then you make a mistake. Then they're against you. And all you're just used as bait. That's it. You've been used from bait from day one. But at the end of the day, what people need to realise is you may not have the smoke, but you've got the best community. You've got people that stand beside you day and night and will have your back. Yeah, you've made mistakes, but the only difference with you, Angie, is
the thing is, Mikey, I do actually have smoke. And I say, not that smoke is a lot like the big creators have, but I do. My community is gifting me big. So please don't everyone think that people are just watching for a car crash and it's not about the gifts, Mikey. It's not. I've always said don't gift you can't, but people have gifted me generously.
And I think with you, Ange,
I was A1 on my other account. You know what I mean? That goes to show how much I was gifted. It's not about money. What I'm saying is, if someone doesn't like you and they're just watching for a car crash, they won't gift you. That's what I'm trying to. That's my point.
Yeah, and I just think at the end of the day, Ange, like people have just used you for your clout. you know, and the whole thing with Torian and Paige and stuff like that, and what happened last night with Cassandra, my opinion on that is, you know, Cassandra should have been removed 100%, but I understand where you're coming from as well, you know, and that guy that was trying to talk about Palestine and stuff like that, you're right to get rid of that person, because there's so many scammers on here that talk about Syria and Palestine and the war that's going on, that you don't know if it's true. So you don't want to put someone in your community to tell community a story for your community to give them, and it turns out to be a scammer. So you're protecting your community. That's what you're doing.
Exactly, and I've done it to other people that were white English that came on my platform, did the same thing. I said, no, I don't want it on my platform. I've always said, if you want to gift Palestine, yes, 100% go and do that, but a registered charity, you know, that it's definitely going to go to the people.
Yeah. And I think you did the right thing, you know. And as for everyone going for Miss J, I tried to find out what would happen. Apparently, some people were saying that she was a racist and stuff, and said, "Good luck, Mohammed, with your story time." Right? I don't know how that would be racist, because the guy's name was Mohammed, and he wanted to tell a story, and Jay dropped out because she didn't want to be a part of any drama. So I don't know how that makes her a racist. People are just reaching now. And this whole thing that's going on, I think people just need to stay in their own lanes, do their own thing, stick with your own community and do your own thing. That's it.
Yeah. Well, and apparently she's gone off crying now, that unicorn, because I mentioned Rickster. Well, she did admit to being his mod, and, you know, she's obviously not now, but she's obviously, they've fallen out. But they didn't fall out because of the Hitler sign.
And no one will let me in their box when they're talking about you, because they know I'll have your back, and I won't have your back if you're wrong, right? Yeah, but if I think you're right, I'm going to have your back. I will always have your back, you know, because you've had my back, Ange, so I've got your back. But the thing with me is, everybody's used you. It's so clear to see, you know. And my opinion, this is just my opinion, and I don't care what anyone says, Miss J only has her following through Miss Reds. That's it. Her following, it wasn't made organically. Your following is organically made. The cult was organically made. Everybody else has made it big through other people. Miss Reds made it through herself. Then Jay made it through her. MT made it from you. You know, and that's how it's gone. And that's simply how it's gone on. And that's no hate against anyone, but that's how it's worked. The bigger creator you are, the more clout you've got, and more people will use you for your platform. It's the way it goes.
Can I just say really quickly, do you know yesterday when that bloke came on and was talking about Palestine, when you kicked him, you actually even said, if you want to go and donate to him, go to his platform and do it. So why is this being brought up? This can't be used against you, because you were saying, go and donate to him, use his platform, but I'm not prepared to let it on mine because there's that many scammers out there. If he had his camera on, then maybe, but he didn't.
Guys, can I just quickly have a say? Sorry for cutting you off, Carol. I was watching the live because Baguette shared it me and said, can you come in here? So I didn't know what was going on. And I just feel like it is a far reach at the moment. Like, I was the one who asked for him to be dropped because I knew this was going to fucking happen. I knew they were going to use something to say that we're racist. Mama G apparently said, I don't speak up for anybody else. I'm vermin. I only speak up when the Muslim community is targeted. When
I was just going to say that to you.
Yeah. But I went ham in to Pearl. Do you know what I mean? Like, I speak up for what I think is right. I feel like what they're doing today is wrong, because I asked, me as a Muslim, I spoke Palestine, I asked for him to, because soon as Cassandra said what she said, firstly, Angie was drunk anyway. He shouldn't have come on into the live. Angie didn't put him in the live, so I asked for him to be dropped. Yeah, they are trying to bait me. I don't give a fuck what they say. I'm literally at my family's house, so I'm not going to stay on for long. I said I weren't going to be involved in these racist debates anymore. I just pissed off that vermin who called me a vermin. The only person who I've seen have Palestine debates is Angie. The only person who has spoke up when that, what was his, Charlie or something, who was racist or chippy, was Angie. Nobody else spoke up for the Muslim community. I didn't hear any of them start up live for the Muslim community. Nobody. Right? And I've not said any of this yet. Mama G thinks it's okay to call me vermin. I speak up for every community if I find out it's wrong. Do you know what I mean? What I think is wrong. Yet when somebody's calling people teas, I didn't see anybody speak up for them. So hang on, why is it for me to speak up for everybody, yet you only speak up for your certain people? I speak up for everybody. Do you know what I mean? Last night I asked it for Mohammed to be dropped because I didn't think it was the live for it to happen, because I knew people were drinking, and it would have turned sour.
Yeah.
There is, even if
Well,
you
we were doing a speed dating, weren't we?
Exactly. Exactly. It wasn't the fucking time and the place for somebody to come in and say it like that. There's a lot of fraud going on at the moment. People are using Palestine to get money. If you go into Palestinian lives, they won't even let people join because they don't know what's true and what's not, right? I fucking give money to Palestine every day, but I give it to reputable charities that I know that are going to go there and fucking give money to the Palestinians, not people on fucking TikTok. Do you understand? Yeah. You're fucking reaching at this point to control somebody.
And you know what, Top Girl, like I said, I did it with two white women that were from this country that would go fund me to come on my platform. And I said, well, listen, I just don't want on my platform because I don't know whether it's true, whether it's not true. It's TikTok.
Exactly. And how many times have I gone up to fucking Smiles and said, you're fucking wrong. We need to stop fucking giving people money on fucking TikTok. Simple as. What the fuck is wrong with people? You're literally just going in at somebody just because of your hatred for that person. Now, I've had it enough. I'm not going to speak. I said I'm not going to speak up on these race debates anymore. I literally come on fucking TikTok for fun. I don't come to argue with people. Yeah, I'm keep being brought up in arguments. I'm more fucking pissed off that Mama G thinks it's okay to call me vermin, yet she fucking acts like a fucking vermin on the internet. You're going off on everybody just because they don't speak up for what you think is wrong. What about what I think is wrong? Nobody spoke up for that.
I mean, do you think it's right to? I mean, is it okay for them going to about my looks, saying I look with no filter?
No, I don't
compare me to Hellraiser.
What did I say to you yesterday? I feel like it's fucking tit for tat right now. It's all going fucking too childish. That's why I do not want to get involved in this shit anymore.
But you know what, as well, Top Girl, right? I don't really know you yet, but I will say that you don't just have certain people's backs. You have everybody's back. If you think that someone's wrong, you will jump in and you will tell them, regardless of whether they're your friend or whether they're not your friend. You will go in and always do that. At this point, you know what? If you would have got rid of Mohammed, you would have got criticised.
I'm the one who blocked him, Mikey. I don't know why fucking anyone's getting in trouble. I blocked him. Angie, go screenshot it in your fucking list. Who blocked him? I did. It says Top Girl.
And even if Ange did it, she would have got criticised for that. Keeping him in a box, you got criticised for it. So no matter what you do, yeah, whether you do right or wrong, you're always going to be hated for it. And that's just the way TikTok
You know what it is?
works.
I didn't want. I knew as soon as somebody came into that live last night, it would have gone into this, and that's why I took him out of the live. I asked Honeybee to drop him, but she was at work. She didn't fucking see it. She didn't see it because she messaged me saying, sorry, I didn't see it. I'm at work. I'm just keep coming in and out. I'm not there for, all the time. Do you know what I mean? So we can't blame the fucking mods. Only a couple of the mods have got full super mods, so they can't do it. Angie was fucking drunk. How the fuck is it getting up to her? If I thought Angie was in the wrong at that point, I would have fucking kicked off with Angie. Me and Angie have disagreements every single fucking day on this app. For fucking people to see, yeah, I don't speak up. Are you fucking joking? I don't have to speak up for everything. I'm not fucking God.
But they can go in on about my looks and Pearl and all this. You know, look at her putting me next to Hellraiser and this. And this is who Unicorn, who hosted that live, yeah, supported, because she begged him to be mod. And she also supported him, saying like, Top Girl, I don't know if you heard this, so I feel like I'm on repeat. Sorry, guys.
I didn't see
I had essayed him, yeah, and then he said that he did lie. Did go live to say he lied and made it up. But she supported him. You know, can you imagine if I said that about, say, I don't know, Mikey? I said, Mikey essayed me. There'll be a bit outpour and then come live and say, oh, yeah, I made it up.
100%.
Now you'll be going crazy.
Why is this selective outrage? Why is this selective outrage? I don't get it.
And all this time, Mama G and all the rest of them touring, and they support this host, yeah, who supports that. Yeah? That's Rickster, yeah, as a Hitler. Yeah? And it doesn't matter. That's in his house and outside his house. Why would you even do that sign?
I think now, like, they've got some sort of hatred towards certain people and they can't get over it. I said yesterday, if you can't get over it, block the person, don't watch him, don't screen record him, then you won't have something to talk about. Do you know what I mean? You're going too low talking about people's children, talking about people's looks, talking about everything. But I'm not even saying it just for them. Either side is going too low. I said it both.
Yeah, but we decided, me and Pearl, not to mention them, and we haven't. I've just been doing FYP until I heard all this going on.
100%, and I will back you with that. And I said that to them. Like, I've got a screenshot where me fucking writing it in the comments saying Pearl ain't gonna talk about you lot anymore. Do you know what I mean? So don't fucking. You're bringing it up and then you're starting it up again. I've fucking had enough. I've had enough. It literally is reaching at this point. And if anyone wants to fucking blame. If anyone wants to blame somebody why Mohammed got kicked, it was me. Me as a Muslim blocked him.
And now they're even saying Linz knows this guy.
Yeah, I know. But
That's what I'm... What, me?
Sorry, Linz, go on.
No, I was just going to say, like... Oh, I've totally forgot. But, like, the... Unicorn, like, she was literally like on a live earlier just saying, yeah, Lindsay's called that Mohammed a scammer. I didn't even call him a scammer. She needs to get her fucking facts right. I said there is a lot of scams. If you check my inbox, I've got loads of people asking. Anyone can create a TikTok account, steal photographs or videos from other people who are in Gaza, post it on their profile and pose as if they are in Gaza. So we don't know. Mohammed probably isn't a scammer, but there's a lot of them.
Yeah, that's not what I mean. Like, he probably isn't a scammer, but even then, it would have got back to you. Like, you can't win or lose on this point. Yeah, you should have kicked Cassandra out at that point. Yeah, I agree with that because she's a fucking vile bitch. Do you know
what though, Top Girl? I just wanted to do, and I probably should have kicked her. That's the one thing I should have done, but I just wanted to. I didn't want to bring attention to it because I didn't want to start a race debate. Because that's what always happens.
That's why I changed the subject. Do you know what I mean? That's why I said kick her out, kick Mohammed out. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because it weren't the fucking... Everybody was drinking. You can't talk proper sense to somebody or argue with somebody when they're drunk. Do you know what I mean? Whenever you're drunk, what do I always say to you? I'm going to sleep early.
But why don't they go in at this Cassandra? You know what I mean? She was the one that said it, but they want to come on me. Why is that? Because I got a platform. Exactly. Yeah. Instead of going into onto the person that said it, you want to come for me because you're jealous of my platform.
She's done a full 3-hour live on your Ange. Exactly, like, it's nuts.
Because she got the numbers. Usually she only has like 80, 90 people in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is what she gets. She gets sometimes 60 people.
So you know what? I'm honestly, I'm at my mum's, right? So I do need to go. But Mama G, look at yourself before you call somebody else vermin. Yeah, anyway, guys, I think you should just move on because literally,
I know. As soon as MT went in, the views went up, and that's why they wanted them in there, isn't it? I've decided. Me and Pearl decided not to get into people's boxes now.
You should have done that a long time ago.
It's the worst thing you could do because before she had about 500 listening. Then MT gave another 500. She had 1K listening to rubbish.
Right, guys, have a good day. Change the subject. She had a good live yesterday. But Cassandra, kiss and make you fucking slag.
Oh.
And I'm going to drop because I've got a shit phone and it keeps echoing in for the comments. But listen, I love you. Just change the subject. And if you do speed dating next time, can you do a gay one and invite me? Thank you very much.
All right, Mikey. Thank you.
All right, I love you. I'll see you later. Bye.
I'm dropping as well, Ange, because I only wanted to pop on to say that.
But they all watch me on fake accounts.
They do. It's mad.
Yeah, I don't watch anyone because I'm always live. I get screen recordings come through. They have no content without you, Angie. They will keep talking. Very true. They have no content. You know? Who's this? Oh, Angie the Grinch. Spent all the time just waffling. That's what and then she went off crying.
Oh, did you cry, Ange?
She came live again talking about Rickster. She goes, yes, I was Rickster's mod, right? Because I went on about her being his mod. And then she goes, I do regret that. And then started crying and came off. She regrets it. She didn't regret it at the time. She regrets it now because they fell out. But if they didn't fall out at the time, she would have kept... If they hadn't fallen out, she'd still be his mod.
Exactly, Angie. Like, she was told this months ago when she was his mod. Like,
I played all the videos. I played all the videos. And she saw it. The Hitler, everything. And she begged him to be mod.
So she can't sit there having an opinion on other people, saying that like the likes of me and all of your supporters are
But
just
yeah, exactly.
enablers and this.
Yeah, and her supporters are enabling her. And I want to know, Paigey, Baby, and Torian, what do you think of that? Or do you just protect your own platform, your own community? And I want to know what they're about the Hitler and making up our SA and all this. I'm just wondering what they're going to still support Unicorn, knowing that she's an enabler of him, Rickster, or they're just going to still support him because they have a dislike for me. What's it about? Is it actual racism that you're affected, that's affected you about that? What this Cassandra said, or is it just because you have a dislike for me?
It's a dislike for you, Ange.
Exactly. They're not affected. I can tell you that they're not affected. Because if they were, they wouldn't be gifting EQ. That said the T word.
Who was gifting EQ?
Torian, this morning.
What?
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that meant to Sheila? I won't, I'm Jewish, and that's upset me. You're amazing, Angie. Oh, thank you, Scrumptious. Oh. Thank you, Angie the Grinch. I did mention your video yesterday when I did the FYP, by the way, Angie. Yeah. Oh, I need you, energy, Angie. Oh God, I've got. Yeah, well, you know what? I've got no energy to clean, because I've got to clean, and I've got no energy to do that. And guess, have I cleaned the cat piss? No, I haven't.
Angie, it's the knickers on your head as well. Like, fucking hell. I come in your live yesterday. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Oh, crazy, Nan. Is there any news on this boy in Tenerife?
I don't think there is.
Oh, how that must be awful, man. I mean, how easy is it to get lost there? Because there's this guy from England. He went over to Tenerife, right? And there's a road where cars are coming down. So it doesn't make sense to me. How has he got lost when you just you find the road? Do you know what I mean?
You see, this morning they were doing lives about it maybe being made up, because they're saying like the mom hasn't looked and this and that. Like MT, TJ, they had a whole bunch of people in and they were talking about it.
Are they trying to say now it's a setup because he has money?
Well, yeah, apparently what's happened is that because they set a GoFundMe up and then they changed the title to say for when Jay is back home, and it's like up to 30 grand, and apparently he owes like loads of dealers like money and stuff, and it's just the basically saying it's like a Shannon Matthews case again, saying that he's got missing. Are the mothers come back to England already?
Jay Slater, that's his name, isn't it? Missing teenagers' Instagram mysteriously assessed since vanishing in Tenerife. So he's gone into his Instagram. That's what they're saying. Someone has gone into his Instagram.
Oh.
Wow.
Actually, someone said, check Jay Slater page. His sister's made a video, apparently.
Oh, is it on TikTok?
I think so, yeah.
What's her name?
Check the page, Jay Slater.
All right.
Minnie Louise, is that on TikTok, yeah?
I can tell my phone. Give me a sec, guys, and let me have a look. Jay Slater.
It is a bit weird, because why would the mum?
What really is odd for me, right? It seems what I've seen on TikTok with this man looking for him, right? That there's a road. There's a road there. So yes, it's all hilly, but surely you'd follow the road. Because, do you get what I'm saying? There's cars passing by and all of this. So how can you actually get lost?
What?
Someone said it's a fake account. Doesn't sit well. Yeah, Mum spent 8 hours being questioned.
Why has the mum come back to the UK? Because Angie, if my son was missing out in a foreign country, I would not leave that country until I find him. Do you know what I mean?
Right. So, and his Instagram has been accessed. So, missing out. Friend issued a warning of an official Facebook page that has been providing updates on search. Jay's mum. On Friday, they wrote, Jay's mum's asked I post this. For everyone asking who has logged into his Instagram account, it's not him or her. Somebody else has logged into it. Or who? Don't need a password, would they not?
Exactly. Oh God.
I
Apparently he's
wonder, yeah,
involved with
I
the
wonder
Moroccan.
if it could be a scam, right? Because he owes money, and they thought they'd do this GoFundMe, yeah, for this missing. Whether they would get, whether they actually thought they would get so much interest. Because they could be now shitting themselves now, thinking, "Shit, this has gone a bit too far." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
Apparently people are
too,
saying it's the Moroccan mafia he's involved with as well, and that they were meant to be like drug mules or something.
don't forget too, when you need a pass on your phone, now you can do it with your fingerprint. So how could they have done it if they have a fingerprint? You know what I mean? Because they're going to have to use his.
What do you mean? Yeah, but if he's
Do you
missing,
know
there's
what I
no.
mean?
But if he's missing, there's no fingerprint.
No.
Why do the Moroccans run Tenerife like? I didn't know that.
Has
Have
he
you
been there
seen?
before, or was that his first time? Sorry, Ange. Just out of curiosity.
The other girl has to be in for questioning. So if they're questioning them, yeah, which that is procedure, I want to know. Question for 8 hours his mum. I wonder if the police are starting to suspect. Because listen, I don't know how big the hills are. Now there's been a massive search party for this guy. They've found nothing, right? So I wonder if they're in their head thinking, could this be a scam, a setup?
And I seen this video. I don't know if it's true, but this couple that lived in Tenerife, they went missing, and they found the wife, trigger warning, in the water, unalived, and the man still missing. There was just no sign of them. Like the house and everything was just like the door was open and everything, and the car was missing, and they went missing, and that was in Tenerife, where next to where that Geo went missing.
But I don't know how big, yeah, are the hills?
Don't know.
I mean, is it like the bloody desert? The you know what I mean? The desert where it just goes on and on and on?
Angie, someone's saying look up the Jay Slater update page, because that's apparently that is like a proper video from his sister.
Is it? Okay, wait a minute. Say it again. Oh, sorry, one sec. Oh, it's on TikTok, is it?
Yeah, Jay Slater update.
So, Ange, in Tenerife, there are some hills, but to go where the actual, because I've been to Tenerife a few times when the kids were young,
I have.
and the main hills for where they are is mainly around where the volcano area is. So there's more hills over there. There are hills in the town thing because you can go from the town and go uphill to a water park. So there are some hills around, but I think the last time we went, you've got to go a little bit out to actually go up deeper hills, if you see what I mean.
Angie apparently hasn't even got a sister, so it must be a dodgy video.
Oh, it must be a fake. Then I won't even bother.
And also, when Al said about the fingerprint, that was the exact point. If his phone was needing a fingerprint, they'd need his fingerprint to open his phone. So he would actively have to be there to open that phone with his fingerprint for security.
Yeah, but you can still open your phone up with your code, because my Face ID doesn't work, and I just type your code in.
Yeah, so someone would have to know his code, though, and someone would have to know his password if they didn't have the fingerprint.
Jay did show a statement, I guess, from somebody who was there this morning.
But there are hills in Tenerife, but you've got to they're not hills in Tenerife. If you want to go like steep hills, they're like towards the volcano and stuff. So it's not. Do you know what I mean? You've got to go a little bit out.
I mean, how far could he walk though? Anyway, with no water. Do you know what I mean? That's also a bit odd. Because if they've got this big search party, surely it wouldn't be too far, because you can't walk that far with no water and heat.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly.
That's not up either. Do you know what I mean?
That's bonkers doing that.
I mean, look how massive they are. I don't know if you can see, but they go around. What part of Tenerife? Because I went to Los Cristianos. Is that the right part?
Somebody said it's a town called Masca, M-A-S-C-A.
Why would you reject the police in the UK, the UK police? Who rejected it?
The Spanish police, apparently.
That's weird. Why you'd reject? You'd want more help, as much help as possible, wouldn't you?
Well, I'm going to jump down now because someone's at my door, but I just wanted to pop up and say that, so I'm going to jump down.
Bye,
See you all later,
Smiley.
guys. See you later.
Hello, has he been there before, or was that his first time there?
I think it's his first
Does
time
any-
abroad. Is it?
Okay.
Oh, they said they have enough resources.
I think it's a setup, but I guess we don't know anything for certain until he's found. So I'm looking on the lines of setup because number one, right, there's roads. Yeah, even though it's hilly, you'd find a road. There'd be a road and then cars passing and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Surely, you know. Number two, he couldn't walk that far in heat, which is not that hot, Tenerife, but you know, it's still heat with no water. So he wouldn't be found that far away. You know, I'm talking about miles. You know, number two. And number three, then you got the mother being questioned for 8 hours as well because they probably suspect something. You know, number four, someone logged into his Instagram. You know, so why would you give someone your password?
It is strange, Angie.
Strange. You know, and then people talking about the mafia or something, he was involved in some mafia or something. But even if he was, you know, why would they go into his Instagram? You know what I mean?
Yeah, Miss J has a lot of information and showed screenshots and stuff. Like you should ask her for them because she showed a lot of stuff this morning. It's
Because
crazy.
Angie, he's been missing since Monday, right? And like all those police are like scouring, like didn't they like have a last pinned like location as well? So like you say, he would have been knackered, like dehydrated. He would have collapsed, and you know they would have found some sort of trace of him. I think it's something to do with it.
Was he intoxicated as well? Because that would make you even more thirsty.
Yeah.
Like to even walk 2 hours, and you know, it does get cool at night though, doesn't it, Tenerife? So it probably wouldn't be no heat because it was it night time or daytime?
I think it was like early hours of the morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, okay. So it would probably be dark, maybe a bit dark, and it'd be a lot cooler. But, you know, he's intoxicated. Probably that makes you really thirsty. So maybe he'd walk maybe a few hours, but surely they would have found him, no?
I'd kill over after about an hour, me.
Yeah, I don't know. But it wouldn't be heat at night.
Yeah, so apparently it was 8:26 in the morning. So, yeah, it's still been pretty cool until, like, it starts to get,
it does
like...
get quite cold in Tenerife. You know, in the early hours in the morning and night time. What if he was taken? Why hasn't there been a ransom? But if he was taken, why has he met them up on the hills? You know what I mean?
If it is something to do with, like, the mafia, then they'll not find him.
Why would he be involved in that? A boy of 19. I mean, the mafia wouldn't get involved in a 19-year-old boy that has no money. Would they? That doesn't make sense to me.
But Angie, if he's been doing DRUGS and dealing with them and he owes them like a lot of money, then probably, yeah.
That's what people said, that he had a whole bunch and only sold like half and kept the other half. So he owes them.
He was selling for them. Well,
So he could be using some of the product, so to speak.
I don't know. And then you got the GoFundMe up, you know, that they put up. And what's the GoFundMe for?
Exactly. That's the question, isn't it? Like...
That's the question. What is this GoFundMe for? It's for the family. So that's another thing that doesn't add up to me. Why would you be concerned about GoFundMe? Obviously, it's not for him. Do you know what I mean?
It would make sense, though, if he does owe somebody money and them trying to raise that money to get him, but not, but they don't want to say it.
They said said for search costs. Yeah, but that you don't have to pay. Do you have to pay for that, the search?
No.
I don't know. It seems a bit. It just stinks to me, to be honest. You know what I mean? I've been up the hills and things, and it's really hilly, you know. But I just can't see someone going that far away, you know, with no water, and you know. After having drinks, because alcohol makes me extremely thirsty.
Yeah.
And he phoned up. They must have pinged where they phoned when he used his phone. Did they not ping at the location? No.
Yeah.
So they pinged the location. He phoned up, said he was very thirsty, didn't he? Apparently, his mum said very thirsty. So he couldn't have gone far if he was thirsty. Keep walking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And why did he walk up the hills? Why? That doesn't make. Why would you do a 10-hour walk home? That does not make sense after you've gone to a festival. Why don't you just wait for the next bus? Exactly. You would wait for the next bus, sit there and wait for the next bus, then actually do a 10-hour walk.
I suppose if you're under the influence, or Angie, like, you didn't really know what you're doing, really, do you?
I don't know. Just so many things, though. Do you know what I mean? And then you put them together and you think, something kind of stinks. You know, and then you've got the Instagram. Someone logged into his Instagram. Now, the mafia wouldn't log into his Instagram. You know what I mean? So, saying, you know, he's probably alive. I think the fact someone's logged into his Instagram, why would you give your password to someone?
Unless, because he could have like an ex-girlfriend, though, like where he might have been logged in on her phone or something stupid like that. Where
she would report that to the police, though, wouldn't she? Say, well, I logged in. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Lucy has his phone.
Yeah, Mafia's capable of anything, but they're not going to go and look on his Instagram. That doesn't make sense. What are they going to find on there?
Someone's saying a body's been found. I don't know.
What? Let me have a look on the news. Alexa, tell me the news.
The Conservatives, Labour and the Liberal Democrats have strongly criticised the leader of Reform UK for claiming that the West had provoked Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
Alexa, give me an update on Jay Slater.
From leedslive.co.uk. Jay Slater, a 19-year-old from Lancashire, has been missing since Monday morning, having last made contact with his friend Lucy around 8 a.m.
Nothing. Alexa, stop. Says nothing, no. And you're addicted to chewing. And you're addicted to me. Apparently that girl was earning 25k a month from the sale of oh, you do it, yeah. Really?
Oh, God, I'm in the wrong job.
Bloody hell. Go out and earn us some money, man.
I know, I think I'm going to just resort to crime now, Ange. I've had enough.
And watch that video, it makes sense. What video is that? Can you tell me what it is? It's so weird.
Yeah, it's all just speculation, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd be quite scared to go up those hills now after someone's been missing.
Right, tell Angie to watch the video Jay Slater update. Apparently, the video makes sense on the Jay Slater update page.
I think there's a few though. Jay Slater updates. Are you talking about this one? I don't know if you're talking about that one. Which one?
I don't know.
Must be the recent one. 2 hours ago.
Well, saying they found a body.
I don't know what I'm looking at, to be honest.
I don't know, man. There's no thing about a body being found.
Yeah, and that's from Pearl.
It's not a real Pearl.
This one. So it says Jay's sister provides updates after suspicions arise over where the GoFundMe 30k is going, and says she has been hacked multiple times. So this is my question: why have you got a GoFundMe? What for? So you know what I mean? Because it's not for him; he's missing. So it doesn't make sense. GoFundMe to fly family to search, apparently. But wouldn't... And you wouldn't have money to go to Tenerife to search for your kid? You have to put up a GoFundMe? Come on. Surely you have money to go to Tenerife just to go and look for your son.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't the British government like assist them, like maybe like getting them flights over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
I think that
why would they need more money?
Well, they need money because if he is unalive and they need to bring his body home, do you know how much that costs? About £15,000.
But we don't know if he's unalived yet, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but I think that, you know, if they need a GoFundMe just in case for a backup, it's a good idea.
I get what you're saying, Emily, but that would be your last thought, surely, as putting up a GoFundMe when your kid's missing. You'd be like, you've got 300 credits. It's not that expensive to go to Tenerife. Jump on a fly and get by. Go and look for your kid, man, and then sort the GoFundMe out. You know, if you find his body, but you're actually preparing for a funeral. And you don't even know what it's found?
I'm sorry, but it's looking very unlikely that he is still alive. Let's be real.
So originally they did
what we're saying is it could be a scam. That's what we're saying because he owed money.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Originally they set up the GoFundMe for 10k, Angie, and they said it was for them to travel over there to help with food and everything else while they're over there looking for him. And then they suddenly changed it and it's gone up to 30k, and they're now saying it's for when he gets back. It's really strange.
Listen, when your child is missing, the last thing you're thinking of is doing a GoFundMe for money. The last thing you'll be thinking, the first thing you'll be thinking is getting on a plane, going to look for your kid, yeah, and then doing a GoFundMe. I don't think you'd be thinking of money.
I'd be beside myself, like, even if I didn't have any money, like, I'll be getting credit cards and
you would get that money from neighbours. You'd neighbours, friends, whatever. Government, whatever. You'd get over there. You wouldn't be sitting there thinking, "I'm going to put up a GoFundMe." Looking at GoFundMe and no,
that's the last thing you'd think about, isn't it? You'd be straight over there looking for your child. You wouldn't even think about it.
You wouldn't even think of a GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
So it stinks to me. It does stink.
Yeah, his
mum isn't even looking, I know, but then I can understand maybe why, because you might be scared of what you might find. I get it. But if you've got a child, even if you are going to find the worst, you would be out searching.
Who set up the GoFundMe?
Apparently it was the friend, Angie. Like, the friends had apparently set it up.
Yeah, that's what
But someone said that he's got 30 grand when he comes home.
Maybe for funeral expenses.
So they surely must know that he's coming home to offer the £30,000 for him to come home to.
It's really strange as well because they used the sniffer dogs and they didn't pick up a scent with him at all. They took him to the house and they picked up no scent of him.
Yeah. And you know what's really weird also, Life and Edge, like, why wouldn't you just wait for the next bus? Like, we said, why would you walk a 10-hour trip home? Why? That does not make sense. And go up the hills? Yeah, even when he's intoxicated, you wouldn't do that.
Exactly, especially if you've got no water and you've got 1% on your phone. No one's going to do that.
No, not even when you're drunk. You wouldn't even do that if you're intoxicated.
Like 1% battery, you're definitely not going to be able to make a phone call. Exactly. Surely not.
If you're intoxicated, you can't do a 10-hour walk.
No. I mean, the thing is, there's a lot of talk that he'd taken drugs as well, because some of the footage he was seen gurning at the rave before he left.
100%.
Yeah. So he would have been on a terrible come down. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
But even if he was taking DRUGs, it wouldn't get far if he was intoxicated, taking drugs and all this. You wouldn't get far, but sure, they've been looking, they haven't found him. Surely you can't walk that far being under the influence of alcohol and drugs.
Exactly.
It's very strange, isn't it?
And you have no water.
Apparently 2 years ago he was friends with some people that done something to some lad, and that Lucy is also friends with him, so people are saying it's a set-up from that.
Yeah, there's a few little stories like that, isn't there, going around?
Oh, no, the GoFundMe has increased to 60k.
Yeah, I heard it was increased to about 50, but maybe it's gone up further, yeah.
So are you all thinking it's a scam then?
Yeah, it's something that doesn't sit right with me.
If it ain't a scam, it's what is done to that kid come back on him 2 years later.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, none of it makes sense. If you look at the timeline and you look at everything that's been said, none of it fits. None of it.
Angie, someone's saying
unless he said to his mum that he was on the hills and he wasn't, maybe because he was going to do a drug deal or something that night, and he went to go meet someone, but he lied to his mum, and he wasn't in that location. Maybe he was somewhere else.
Because that Lucy, she changed the times that he phoned her about 3 different times. You know, Angie. So originally she said it was one time, and then it found out that it was a different time, and then I think they found out it was actually a different time. So there's been so much misinformation going around. It's like.
Well, didn't they say something about his phone pinging at a tower or something?
Yes. They pinged the location.
Yeah. And people are saying, why has she come back over here? She's come back over here because if she gets caught over there, it's a different type of prison, whereas if she gets caught over here, she's still going to get mollycoddled in prison.
So she's left and come back to England then?
Yeah, apparently.
Angie,
Then that's another thing. Why would you leave a place where your son has gone missing?
I know.
You know,
Yeah, exactly. Mindset thoughts.
no,
Angie,
it's odd, you know. And first of all, a mother would go and search the child, regardless of what you're going to find. You wouldn't live with yourself, not have searching. You would search. You wouldn't come back here. He wouldn't. He'd wait for the next bus. He wouldn't do a 10-hour trip. And even if he was on drugs and alcohol and he was thirsty, he wouldn't have got far. But yet they're still searching.
If I was the police or whatever, I'd go into looking into the mum's phone and see if he's been contacting her off another phone or.
You know what? It could have been a setup.
No, I'm going on about Lucy.
It could be upset. He probably had more than 1% on his phone. He probably thought, I'm going to phone someone so it pings. You know, he knows it'll probably ping their location. So he's gone to the hills. Thought, I'll make this call. Say I'm thirsty. Make it out like I'm going to, and then go missing. Switch his phone off and he's gone somewhere. And he's walked off, gone to friends or hiding. I don't know. Maybe it's to get money or, I don't know, do a GoFundMe. This person that's done the GoFundMe could be involved in it. You know what I mean? Who knows?
Angie, somebody's saying check Falling Apart Crew's page. They've got loads of interesting posts on there.
Has Lucy been arrested? What? Lucy, what do you mean?
Well,
Is that the girl who said that she spoke to him?
Yeah, she's the one that's returned back to England, not his mum, but she's returned back. That's what you were saying, Diana, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I meant, yeah.
So they're saying that she's come back to England because she'll have a lighter sentence here than in the Spanish prison.
And an easier prison.
Just extradite.
I wonder if it is a setup. They thought, shit, this has gone a bit too far because it's gone like quite far. It's gone coming. You know, everyone's talking about it. They probably didn't realise how much attention it would get.
So are you all thinking that he's hiding in that country somewhere?
Well, I'm thinking it. Yeah.
Apparently, Lucy's still there. Like all the comments.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I mean, even though the mother was questioned for 8 hours, the police are probably thinking it too.
And if she's come over here just because of like, they would extradite her back to Tenerife anyways because they've got extradition. Well, I can't say, but they've got them laws where they can deport you back to face trial. Do you know what I mean?
It really does. It does not make sense to me.
The proof sounds like he's done a run of some sort.
He's admitted that he had 1% more than his phone. Sorry, go on.
And why did he go to a friend's house? Because he went to people who didn't even know, did he? Why?
Yeah.
Who were they?
Was it an after party or something he went to? Didn't he like?
And how do people know that? Is that because these people were spoken to? How did people?
Lucy said.
Yeah, it's all come from Lucy.
Lucy was the one that took the phone call, wasn't she?
Yeah.
So let me get this right. You got 1% on your phone. You've made a call to say, I don't know where I am. I'm lost. I'm really thirsty. But you've still got time on that 1% to say, I went to so-and-so's house. I met 2 guys and now I'm lost. And all on 1%.
And he hurt his leg on a cactus.
But now she's gone back on a word.
That would be the last thing you say, I met friends. That would be the last thing you say when you got 1%. You would be like, oh my God, I'm lost and you need some water. Can you come and help me?
Angie. There's rumours going around that because she said originally that he phoned her, but apparently now it was actually her who phoned him.
Angie.
On the police records.
Yeah. Hi, Tina.
Hi. Where do I send screenshots to?
Oh, I don't think you can send them on there.
About the young guy that's missing.
What does it say? Because you can't send screenshots on here.
It's kind of, it goes right into detail. What's kind of happened.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Tina, can you not just post it on your profile and then we'll check it out?
Yeah, I'll go and do that then. I'll post it on my profile, right?
It's probably the one that I tried to read out this morning.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
I don't think you can track the phone if it's turned off, can you?
No.
Yeah, I think if it's an iPhone, I think you can up to 24 hours.
You can, I think, when your phone dies, because when mine was dead, it was like saying iPhone still traceable.
And if, as you say, people are saying he'd been taken, right? If that was the case, right, he's got 1% on his phone. How would they have found him there? Why would they have followed? It doesn't make sense. How would they have found him on the hills? And he said he was injured.
Unless it was the 2 men that he went off with. Do you see what I mean?
Because Angie, it couldn't have been that much under the influence for him to like have a conversation like that to say like, oh well, I've hurt me leg on a cactus and blah blah blah. Like, I'm thirsty. Like, if you're that under the influence where you don't know what you're doing, then you probably wouldn't have even like had the capability to even phone a friend or answer your phone. Do you know what I mean? So he couldn't have been that off his tits.
Do you know police can see the phone call? Can they also hear the phone calls? Because they'd be able to tell if you...
No. This is all hearsay, isn't it?
Like some people are saying in the comments that basically that Lucy got him to steal BRUSs out there. And that, sorry.
Carry on.
Hi.
Sorry, and that...
So, I've been on a page all morning listening...
One sec, Fiona, let this live finish what she's saying.
It's okay, I was just going to say quickly that basically that Lucy, there's like rumours that Lucy is into dealing DRUGs out there and that she knows a lot of people because she's got her own property apartment out there or something, and that they were making quite a lot of money, and I reckon that might be what it is, something like that.
And another thing. So did he make the call, did she? Because people are now saying that he made the call, then
he made the call.
So he made the call. Why would you not call the police?
So, right, the facts that I'm aware of, right, is that he went to an after party with two guys in a car. One of them was in his early 30s, late 20s, early 30s, and the other one was in his 40s. And they drove him, because over there you need to be 25 years or older to drive. So he went to an after party with these two guys who drove him, and he woke up the next morning and he had 1% on his phone, and I don't know who it was he called, was it Lucy? And that's when he said he was somewhere in the house, he didn't know where he was, and he was thirsty, and he only had 1% on his phone. He told his friends.
But he wasn't on the hills.
He was in a house, in the house.
So he made that phone call in the house, not on the hills.
Scottish, she actually phoned him. The screenshots have been shown. She actually called him. He didn't call her.
I did say I wasn't sure.
Okay, so that makes maybe a bit more sense. So these guys could have done something with him.
But
so he didn't get that call on the hills. He got the call in a house.
Yeah, he'd left the house and he was walking, and he said he didn't know where he was. But there's been an update. A boys came in and said that they seen him. They think they seen somebody of his description on Monday at 10. Was it 10 a.m. or 10 p.m? They think they seen him, and he was sitting outside a church, on a bench outside a church, and they think it was him, and they're looking into it. So that's the last update, like official update.
Yeah. Weird.
So, and also, Lucy.
Thank you, Ange.
Lucy has an apartment in Tenerife, and she goes on holidays all the time. Well, holidays brackets, and she's known for doing rug runs. Yeah. And he was actually convinced he didn't want to go to Tenerife, but his friends and Lucy kept pushing him and saying, come. And even his mum said she convinced him to go. And now she's saying she obviously regrets convincing him to go, but it was his friends that made him go. He didn't actually want to go. So that was his first holiday. He'd never been abroad before. That was his first time abroad. And that's what happened. But she's known for doing rug runs.
Someone's put in the comment that's wrong because his mum actually warned him. But I don't know if that's true.
Well, this has come from like an official page that's been talking on.
I'm just reading about his past. Apparently, he and others attacked a young boy.
Yeah,
it was like a machete attack, wasn't it?
Yeah, him and the 10 other guys, was it? He was involved in. But his mum said he'd turned his life around and he was doing really well, and but yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but how old was Jay Slater at the time? He was only 19 now.
I know, I don't know.
I think he was 17 at the time.
Yeah, I think he was 17 as well.
I've got a little bit of an update. Hi everyone. Of what could sound like more sense to me. Basically, Lucy does the drug dealing at these festivals over in Spain, and she's been doing it for quite a while. Along with another male friend, and Jay asked if he could go over and do it, and they let him. They said, yeah, that's fine. So he went over and everything was fine. They would distribute the drugs between each one of them to go to the festivals and sell at the festivals. It was the Moroccan mafia. So they did that. Lucy and this other guy did it. They went home with the cash. They gave her cash and everything was fine. But Jay apparently took and gave out most of the drugs and then said he lost the other half of the drugs. So Lucy, he came home and told them that. And Lucy said, it's fine, just go back and look for the drugs. So he went back out to look for the drugs, and then that's when she phoned and said, whereabouts are you? Have you found them yet? Da, 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 da. And he's like, I can't find them. I don't know where they are. I don't know what I'm going to do. So Lucy had to phone the guys in and said he can't find them. He doesn't know where they are. And then he came back. They came and took him and said, you'll get him back when I get the money for the drugs. So they made a big story. They actually drove to where his phone pinged. They had his phone. So they drove there and rang Lucy from there to look like he had pinged them from there. And then it was just then they made up the story. Then that's why the story keeps changing, because it keeps getting twisted so much. The mum knows what Jay went out there to do. And she warned him not to do it, but he went ahead and done it anyway, because that's the kind of circle.
Angie, can you kick me out, darling?
And
I love you all, and I will speak to you later if you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
And then that's why the mum is not out looking, because she knows he's not out there. And that's why when she was having an interview, nobody mentioned anything about whoever's got them will pay the money, So why did she say that when she was being interviewed? You know, I mean, that hadn't even been mentioned yet. So, yeah, that's basically what someone's come forward saying. He said, I'll probably go to prison for this, but this is the truth, what I'm saying. He's now in England. So, yeah, that's what apparently has been said.
Right.
And I sort of kind of believe that, to be fair, because it makes more sense than all this other nonsense.
Yeah.
There is a big statement, and it was on Mother Teresa was reading it out to someone earlier because I was listening, and I screenshot it, but I can't see the name on the screenshot. But if I'll try and find it, and I'll tag you in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for letting me talk.
All right, thank you. Oh, I don't know. So I'm just getting some food. I'm starving. I'm not even eating yet. Oh, who's this in the box? Oh, now it's gone quiet. Well, I don't know.
I'm just looking at the pages, me.
Yeah. He just knows what's
What do you reckon, then? Do you think it's a scam, it's a setup, and he's...
I don't know, I don't think it's going to end very good, to be honest with you. I don't really think it's a scam. I don't know. I really don't know.
It's a bit suspicious that the police, I mean, yes, I know it's a procedure for police to interview family members and things, but do you not think it's a bit suspicious that they maybe the police were interviewing the mother for 8 hours?
Yeah, 8 hours is a bit much.
Some suspicion.
I don't think it's a scam. I think he's in some very bad danger, and the only way to get it out there was by saying that he was a missing person.
I think all of us just have our stories and our own thoughts and opinions, because none of us have actually got 1,000% facts. But it'll come out in the end what's happened, and either way, if he's gone missing, fell, involved in drugs, either way, I just hope he's okay and that he gets back alive.
I think it's a setup. I just got that feeling that it's a setup with the mother, and the mother knows where he is. I think it was set up because that was his first holiday abroad, wasn't it? I think his mother knew what she was going to do, but she didn't probably expect all this attention on it.
No one's going to say my son's going to be a drug mule, are they?
Yeah, the one who said she thinks he has been kidnapped.
But if he's gone missing, you're going to be like, my son's missing. No, if
I
that has
don't
happened,
think
you're going to
if,
say he's gone missing, ain't you?
if it's a mafia that's got him, they'll never find his body. Like that'll just be like a
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense though. The mafia is huge, right? The mafia. Why did they have a 19? Unless he was selling drugs for them.
They have a group.
It doesn't make sense. It's his first holiday abroad, so this what he knew the mafia in Tenerife.
And they have a group of young ones that go to all the festivals. That's how they make a lot of money.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but he went abroad, didn't he, for the first time? I mean, how would he get involved in them?
Yeah, it's a bit.
When they're in Tenerife, that does not add up to me.
Because Lucy knew him from back home, so she put him.
Yeah, but also the mafia, right? They wouldn't be really interested in a 19-year-old snotty-nosed little boy. Sorry, I don't mean to say it that way, but do you know what I mean? You know, they'd be interested in gangs of money and. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a sort of a minor, isn't it?
That's 30 grand.
They wouldn't risk, the mafia wouldn't risk anything for a 19-year-old boy.
Yeah, because Angie, if he went to the festival and lost like 30k's worth of rugs, right? They would have like been threatening him, saying we want the money like by X date. They wouldn't just kidnap him straight away, like within hours.
They wouldn't risk themselves and go and unalive him.
Yeah.
They really wouldn't. You know, the mafia are dealing with big gangs, huge. You know, not a 19-year-old boy that's selling at a festival. That's not making, you know, I mean, how much would he be making at a festival anyway?
Yeah,
you know, I mean, 19-year-old, he's probably selling to kids.
Quite a bit of money, Ange, because when you go abroad, you have to pay double the price because it's hard to get because you don't know your local.
I don't know if a mafia would even bother with a 19-year-old boy selling at a festival.
But Angie, see if that theory was true, right? Like, and that did happen, like, but like they wouldn't like kidnap him within hours of like him losing. They would say like we want the money or demand extra money back off him. Like
I know,
don't know.
but listen. I'm just saying the mafia. They're huge. I know that, right? I do know that. But
I'm gonna jump down now.
They don't own the police, like you keep saying. They don't own the police, but I don't think they'd bother with a 19-year-old boy that's selling drugs at a festival. I don't think they'll go and unalive them. I don't think that's quite extreme. Like you said, they're probably threatening and blah, blah, blah. I don't think they would unalive them.
How do I get out? Pick me out, Angie.
When he's got a family that they know is going to be looking for him. He's a boy from Britain. He knows that everyone's going to be on the search. The mafia wouldn't do that. I just don't think they would. They'll go after like big gangsters, not a 19-year-old boy, man. It just doesn't add up to me, really.
And they've probably lost millions before, so it don't really add up. But that 30 grand, multiply it by 5 because you got to remember it's going to earn money on top of it. So it's not just 30 grand; it's probably about 2.5 once he's sold it.
Yeah, I just don't think a mafia would do that. I really don't. I think they're really into like the big gangs and all that. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be risking anything to unalive a boy that's from Britain. They know it's going to get a lot of attention. You know what I mean? The mafia, for the reason, no one even knows who the mafia is.
And you know why they have to make a stance on it? Because you can't let one slip, because once one slips, everyone's going to think they can rob your backpack, ain't they?
Yeah. I mean, listen, people don't even know who the mafia is, man. So, you know what I mean? All the people that are in the mafia and things, they're not going to bloody go for a 19-year-old boy and unalive him. No, I don't see that myself. No. They go after people with big money.
And how big was this festival to have all that on you?
Let me have a look. Let me have a look.
Oh, Angie, I think a lot of these rumours are coming from because I've just been reading like his mum's been like receiving a lot of hoax calls and people pretending to have her son and saying kiss goodbye and saying that he owed the sender loads of money. So I think that's possibly where those rumours are coming from because she's been getting trolled basically.
Imagine doing that to her, that poor woman.
Yeah, it is just hearsay about the rugs, really, isn't it? Like, he might just be totally innocent and he's just getting lost. And
they've had drones out and everything, and there's no sight of him at all.
Someone said his phone's been turned back on.
Really? Well, that's...
I saw that earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why Interpol's got the mother's phone, because she's been getting trolled, right? Okay. Because then you never know, one of those threats might actually be serious. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose they have to check them all, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Isn't it mad, like, how there's been no trace of
What does
Madeleine McCann?
RICO law mean? Many of the mafia were convicted and imprisoned. What does RICO mean?
Rocco. Isn't that to do with the... I know what it is. Hold on a minute. It's Rocco. It's to do with deep rugs, like you say. Is it... I don't know if it's the unit that kind of arrests them. There you go. Racketeers, Influence and Corrupt Organisation Act. Someone's just put in the comments.
Well, no, people. Someone said that they own the police. They don't own the policemen.
That's it.
No, it's not Mexico, you know.
I know. No, it's not Colombia. Is it Colombia?
Mexico as well, are proper corrupt over there. They run the
Yeah, well,
police,
they're the
basically.
ones that own the policemen. They are the police. Yeah, I know.
I think it's more the cartel in Tenerife, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, they're brutal. Them in Mexico, Angie. I've seen some stuff off them. Like, they're absolutely brutal.
Yep.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. I don't think the mafia in Tenerife would unalive a 19-year-old boy, getting all the attention, with all that attention it would have. Do you know, that's stupid. That's not Mexico, like Linda was saying. You know what I mean?
But where Tenerife is positioned, it's really good for bringing in drugs to other areas. So the cartel have hold of Tenerife. You see what I mean?
The police are paid off, 100% not.
Oh yeah, they will
not
be.
in Tenerife. I think the police can get bribed. Yeah, of course they do. But no, you're making it out like we're in bloody Mexico. They're in Mexico. It's Tenerife, man. What do you think, Linz? You know about this. Since you're involved, since you're once involved.
I really don't know.
Linz? Tell us.
No comment.
No comment. Yeah, I need a solicitor or legal representation. Sorry.
Time to take your role.
And I wouldn't be fucking police force everywhere though. But you know, like I said, it's not like a place where, like Linz was saying, Mexico. Do you know what I mean?
If you go on Manchester Evening News on Facebook, there's been an update 2 hours ago on there.
Listen, there's corruption everywhere.
Manchester Evening News.
One second, Emma. Can we let Lynn speak? Sorry, good.
I was just saying there is corruption everywhere. Like there's corruption in the UK police, but not as a big deal as like it would be, like I said, like in Mexico. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they control the police in Mexico. They control the government.
And Tim, I'm not saying that it doesn't exist, but there's corruption here as well. But I don't think people act like it's bloody Mexico or something where the mafia owns the police in Tenerife. I don't believe that at all. No. I think there's corruption in the police force, just like there was everywhere. But I don't think it's a place where it's like you need to be scared, and you know what I mean? Yeah, but there's police corruption here too. You do know that, right?
Well, I won't be going to Tenerife anywhere in the future.
Well, I went to Lanzarote last year.
Paid off here. Police are probably paid off here too, man.
Lanzarote is so hot. There's too many cockroaches there, Linz.
Exactly, corruption in every country. I'm definitely not going to Tenerife. I wouldn't honestly. Tenerife is usually a safe place to go in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it was a place where the crime was high.
Yeah, because when you go to like the likes of Jamaica and like Mexico, and you've got to just stay in the resort, you can't really they advise you not to go out exploring and stuff, do they?
Unless you have family there and stuff.
I've been a few times to Tenerife, yeah. Los Cristianos is the best place to go if you're going to visit Tenerife. The south part, what's it, is it Los Palmas or something? That's where a little bit, all the pubs and all that, it's a bit more rough.
Don't they have underground as well? And you warn not to go down there.
You're not a type of person to see them other sides. What do you mean?
The rug side, I think they're implying.
Yeah.
You
But
wouldn't.
like I said, that's what it goes on here as well, you know.
Of course.
That's it, Player DLS Americas, whatever that name is, yeah.
Have you got another phone, Ange?
But Mafia usually go for other gangs, don't they, Mafia? They don't usually go for...
Yeah, like he's like he's minor to them. Like he's like a
yeah,
little.
and that's what I'm trying
like,
to say. I would say he's minor to the Mafia, do you know what I mean? I don't think they would want to bring that attention either.
They probably didn't think it would bring this attention, but what I'm saying is once you let...
A 19-year-old boy that goes missing in Tenerife, of course it would.
Yeah, but once you let one slide, they're all going to think they can run off with you
That's
back.
what I was thinking. They will use him as an example.
Yeah, but it's too quick for them to do that though. Like he literally left the festival. Like he hasn't even they haven't even given him time to give the rug money. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
It doesn't make sense, any of it, does it, Linz? It's like... And also...
What's his name? Jay, innit? Jay, what's the second name? Jay...
Slater.
And the other thing is that they'll only search for a certain amount of days, you know?
Well, seeing that with the Madeleine McCann case, they've done it for quite a few months, didn't they? And then they stopped, and then the British police or the British taxpayers paid for them to continue searching for her. And then after that, they had to raise money themselves, didn't they?
Yes.
To pay for the search.
Crazy.
I'm reading about it here. About... One sec. I'll get this off.
It's mad, like how Madeleine McCann hasn't been found. Like,
yes, crazy.
They think they found the guy though now, don't they? That took her.
It was the man that first investigated.
Yeah,
that's German. Was he
The
German or
guy,
Polish or something? Yeah. Definitely. He's on a live tour and put a body somewhere, unfortunately.
I think he's got her locked in a cupboard somewhere, I do.
Oh, so
And it's got to this age, she don't know who she is because she didn't know, because she was so young and she's been traumatized. She won't remember who she was, will she?
No, she's not alive.
No, she's not alive, no.
Because that German guy, he was like driving like I think was it from country to country, so he could have like put that body anywhere. Like it's too vast of a search to even go looking. Do you know what I mean? Where would you start? And it's too long of a time. Like was it 2008 or something? Right, it was years ago. So unless he admits it, then. But I wouldn't leave my kid in a fucking villa while I went out eating to start with in foreign country.
It's crazy leaving 3 children on their own. It's
Could
like,
have been trafficked.
Who, Madeleine?
Jay.
No, this boy,
Jay.
Jay.
Dunno. Could be.
Could be, yeah.
That's a danger, you know, when you go to different countries. Well, I know it happens here as well, like, but do you know what I mean?
Oh, Angie, I hear this type of stuff, me, you know, when you haven't got the answers.
Huh?
I hear this type of stuff, me, when you just haven't got any, like, specific answers to everything.
And if you go on Manchester Evening News, there's been an update on it 2 hours ago.
Oh, has there? I'm just reading about the crime rate in Tenerife.
On Facebook it is.
I think I've just seen that, Emma. Was that not just when his mum was saying about him getting the hawks calls and stuff?
No.
Oh, no.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hiya.
Hi. I've been listening to you about the mafia.
Who's that? Pearl?
Right,
Hey,
listen.
Pearl.
The mafia has all levels. Hi, Ange. It's the mafia.
Pearl, you're a little bit
has
muffled.
all levels. Can
Pearl,
you
you're
hear me now?
muffled. Yeah, that's
Can
it.
you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
The mafia has all levels, right? No way in the world are they going to attach their name to anything like this. It would be
That's
the
what I'm
ones.
saying.
Yeah. It would be the ones who's passed it on to him who will cop for it, and it would be then down to them to do what they're going to do, but they wouldn't tie their
No,
name
they
to
wouldn't. Not a
anything.
19-year-old boy. They would go for someone huge with money. Do you know what I mean? He's not 19-year-old that's selling, drugs. Never. They'd get all
Paul
this
saying
negativity.
I think Paul's saying they ain't going to come out and
I've
say
just
it's
put
them.
mayonnaise in my eye.
But the people that have done it will come out and say, well, it's these that
Definitely
have done it.
1,000,000% no.
No.
But Lucy
He's
can't
minor,
take the
like,
heat, so
he's
she's brought
nothing.
up names.
They wouldn't want it all over the news or anything. I heard Angie's ex was mafia.
It would be 1,000,000%, 1,000,000% they would have nothing at all attached to their name with that.
No.
And listen, they the same whatever country they're in, they pay the police. So this would have been a lost thing. There'd have been none of these stories if any of them had been.
And they would have known the attention it would have got. A 19-year-old boy from Britain, they would know this would go, be widespread. They wouldn't be attached to that.
But the thing is, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was just going to say, because like the mafia, like they're like the top bosses, really, isn't it? Like they don't even like touch the rugs. Like it'd be like some people, like 10 different people down below them that would be
the
actually
runners.
handling them.
The runners, that's it, who would cop for it, and then they would have to do what they're going to do, but it'd be no way touched to the top.
No.
I think there was like different cartels for each area.
The thing is, if they don't find a body, they can't actually charge anyone. So
no.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.